Hello, viewers. Welcome to Equi1 Cricket Show with Equitas Small Finance Bank in the mid-innings review of the match between CSK and RCB, the Southern Derby. The start was going towards RCB, 46 for 1 in the power play. We were thinking that, it is going to go for 200 score, but still, our boys, they really did a great job in containing RCB for 145 in the 20 overs. Okay, Casey Avinash is there in this call to join us to discuss about this match. Casey, welcome, Casey.
Hi, Harry.
Hi, Casey. So, what do you think? 145, 146 target. Is it achievable by your team, RCB?
Yeah, I think yes, Chennai can do this. I think they've bowled well. It looks like a
Okay,
slow wicket, but
okay.
it's not going to be very easy, but it's going to be challenging because even RCB has good spinners.
Yeah, the wicket
So,
seems to be very slow.
yeah,
Obviously, Monu Kumar he tried bowling a lot of short of
yeah,
length
yeah,
balls. And Sam Curran doing a good job as well
yes,
with a lot
yes.
of slower ones. Yeah, like you said, spinners are going to be definitely crucial in this particular match. So, what is the other takeaway in terms of fielding? Casey, you saw the match. Fielding was exceptionally good this time. Faf taking, obviously Faf is always Fafless, and he took great catches. In the long on region and long off region, superb fielding ability. But still, we sort of. Probably we could have taken some wickets. Do you see wickets? Taking wickets is better, or keeping them in control is better. What is better for a bowling side?
Yes, du Plessis is always a great fielder. I think young legs make the difference today for the fielding. They had some couple of good youngsters who were fielding in outfield, and they did some good job. They stopped some runs and they took some good catches. And coming to the bowling part, yes, taking wickets will stop runs, but they did bowl well as well. Wickets, not too many wickets fell for RCB, but still Chennai kept bowling tight areas and building those pressure to bowl the dot balls. So that's a very good sign for Chennai.
Okay.
The good sign for Chennai in this match. So they've done very well.
Yeah. Casey, you've played many matches in the domestic circuit, and you might have faced a lot of different kind of wickets. Obviously, the slow wicket is not new to you. As a keeper, what do you prefer? How do you prefer your bowlers to bowl in a slower wicket?
I think what Chennai did was they were bowling a bit slow, and they were trying to bowl up. So they were trying giving the ball a bit air so that it will turn and not too much pace as well, so that the batsman had to use that pace to hit the ball, and it's a bit hard to do that. If on a slow wicket, if you try and bowl too fast, it's going to be easy. It's going to come onto the bat. I think bowling a bit slow and bit fuller should help because it's very tough. So because people in slow wickets, batsmen tend to hang on the back foot, looking for the short deliveries because it's very tough to play on the front foot. So I think ideal length should be bowling on those good length areas, bowling a bit slower.
Okay. Okay. And we were discussing something about the fitness in the first in the pre-match. I just wanted to have a brief talk about that particular aspect. Considering this session, this tournament, everybody is saying, with respect to the conditions of Dubai, UAE, everybody, all players are getting a lot of dehydration and other stuff. How do you see a player should cope up with all these kind of atmospheric conditions?
Yeah, it's a challenging atmosphere. It's a challenging thing for any cricketer because in UAE it's a bit hot and humid. So yes, they say you need to consume a lot of water, a lot of salts. Yes, but still fitness do play its role because if you are aerobically fit, so I think this is going to be a big plus point. So that's why in fitness we say aerobic work is the uh, base mark, and then we come on to speed and agility and all of that. but building that aerobic capacity will help them to sustain for longer, will allow them to perform better in these kind of conditions. And once you are aerobically good, then it's easy for you to focus on some explosive power and agility that will anyway need what needs in T20. So all aspects of fitness should be there, but aerobic is the base. So that shows the difference. When that shows the difference, people who are aerobically good and as well as anaerobically good, they're going to sustain, they're going to do well in Sarja. That's how that you see a lot of youngsters being very fit in both these dimensions. They're doing very well.
Okay. So, I mean, like you said, aerobic ability and, off season and on season as well. During the season, if a team like Chennai Super Kings have had a complete off season, most of the players, they are not regular, cricketers. I mean, cricket playing players. Everybody has most of the players have retired themselves. How do they cope up to all these conditions? Do they have to really prepare themselves before the tournament? How well they have to prepare for these kind of conditions?
Yes, they have to prepare very well because this is a very challenging situation for them. Because as most of the
the,
Chennai
the,
players
the
are,
reason the reason why I asked this question is, everybody is quoting age as a major factor. So age, does it really come into fitness or not, is what I wanted to
yes, it
understand.
does play. It does play a lot of role. Fitness does play a lot of role, and age also does play a lot of role. So certainly, because once you start growing old, you start you start delaying your recovery as well. And yes, you tend to be a bit slower because your muscle fiber types try to change that time because of your other activities and abilities. Uh, but working in a certain way, yes, definitely they can do much better.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Thank you so much for your thoughts on that fitness part, Casey. Viewers, we are heading to wrap up this show of mid innings break, mid innings review session of CSK match, and CSK has to achieve this target of 146. We have to wait and watch whether they are going to do it or not. Youngsters are there. Ritraj Gaikwad and Jagdishan is there today to do a small bit of role, which could actually give them a good space for the next year. That will give a lot of confidence in terms of youngsters coming into play. So how do you see this, Casey? Youngsters coming in and playing, performing in this particular IPL. If you see a lot of teams, they carry youngsters, and youngsters have been performing it. So, do you see any difference between the young guns and the people who have been established in this particular circuit?
Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of youngsters doing well at present. That was not the case when IPL started because that time all international players used to do well. Now you see some domestic players do well. I think it's because of the freedom and because of the exposure they have in the domestic circuit right now because of all the Syed Mustaq Ali being covered by Star Sports and playing under a lot of audience and even TNPL and KPL as such tournaments. People playing under lights and they're getting exposure because of that, and I think that exposure they're taking it to IPL.
Yeah, while we're speaking, I'm able to see Rituraj Gaikwad padded up and getting ready. I'm sure that he's going to open the innings for CSK, and hope he does well this time and prove people that yes, there is a spark in all the youngsters who are waiting for an opportunity to show their ability. Thank you so much, Casey, for joining in this segment and sharing your thoughts and your experience, whatever you have carried over the years in this cricketing circuit. Um,
Thank you so much, Hari. I think it was my pleasure speaking to you guys and sharing my experience as well. It's first time, and then yes, I think we can have many more episodes like this.
yeah,
Thank you
definitely,
for the
definitely.
opportunity.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. And I on behalf of Equitas Bank, we definitely give you a lot of luck favoring your side in your future endeavors. And thank you so much for joining. And happy Dasara to every viewers who are all watching this particular segment in Equi One Cricket Show with Equitas Small Finance Bank.